Hello, hello, and welcome back to Reverse 1999. So last time we met up with Ulrich and Moldir, and we got stuck in a labyrinth. We had to close our eyes to get through. But right now we are gonna go ahead and go back into the fray with Ulrich and Moldir and Soldier, which doesn't have a real name, in just another Laplace experiment. All is prepared. We are but a single step from a successful experiment. There was a savior. Rarer than radium. Commoner than water, crueler than truth. Children kept from the sun. Assembled had his tongue. To hear the golden note turn into a grove. Prisoners of wishes locked their eyes. In the jails and studies of his keyless eye smiles. Dylan Thomas. The edge of the world resists change in its own way. Frozen soil, stagnant time, and roaring winds. Yet the battleship armored prow surges forward, blast waves shattering every obstacle. Magnus screams sink beneath the sea, staining the with fake ice crimson.
Raiders out. No solar contact. Targets eliminated. We got them.
Good work, everyone. But let's not start celebrating yet. The ice is getting thicker. We are entering an ice zone. Notify all bridge personnel to reduce speed.
Yeah, you don't want another Titanic on your hands, right?
Engineer, what's the damage report?
The Magnus hit our port side propeller. We're down to about 20% thrust on the steering, sir. Guard!
The sentry bursts through the door.
Visual on an iceberg at 12 o'clock! It's closing in fast!
Oh boy. The captain leans into the high-powered telescope.
Speeding iceberg? Really? What did I tell you about staring at the snow too long? It messes with your vision.
The first mate takes the telescope next. Nope, there is a giant thing going your way.
That's no iceberg! It's a fin! A massive one! Something's under the water!
A Leviathan!
Well, that's not good. A shiver runs down the captain's spine.
Triglav, all systems engage.
That's not good at all. Weapon targeting systems whirl alive, but the bottom of the battleship takes the first brutal hit.
All units, report your status.
Water in main battery magazine! All watertight compartments are under pressure. Captain, we're going down!
Understood.
Flames erupt across the nearby sea as the frigate fuel tanks ignite in a blast.
For all these years, we have fought side by side with Triglav and the three frigates. Not once have these old girls let us down.
The menace must be desperate to stop our landing. Sending a Leviathan after us of all things.
The captain stares out at the colossal creature as it looms closer and closer. His piercing shriek tears through the air as a prelude to another charge.
Let them try. The Foundation will not be stopped at the Ross Sea.
The captain presses a communicator on his chest.
Triglav to operations. Initiating detonation of the onboard array.
Yep, that's what I was expecting him to do. He's gonna kamikaze to take out the thing. Oh, we're gonna see some. Static hisses briefly before the signal dies over Antarctica. Yet, within moments, precise and clear orders are reissued.
Operations to Dida. Steer clear of the ice zone. Fall back to defense line A2.
I guess we aren't gonna see him just yet. Oh, map. Makeshift clinic.
You made your way here, through the Ross Sea. The front lines must have given you a grim taste of the war. The Manus won't let the Foundation set foot on Antarctica, not without the fight. The ritual is too important. They will stop at nothing to see it happen. So here's my offer. Reciprocity. As a gesture of good faith, allow me to share some intel on their movements with you first. There's a ruin of an ancient city deep in the heart of Antarctica. That is where the ritual will be held.
A ruin? Here?
Must be pretty ancient.
Against that mountain, yes. But it isn't just any ruin. It's Manus Vindicte's stronghold. Rituals, preparations, high-level meetings. That is where they all happen. In order to secure the continent, they have fortified the coastlines, covering every possible landing point. The Order of Enlightenment is stationed at King Edward VII Peninsula. The Apostles' Brotherhood controls Mary Birdland. And the former Xeno Sentinel unit has deployed its forces along King George V coast. The terrain is already a natural fortress, but that wasn't enough for them. They have deployed a number of arcane-modified beasts, several Magnus and a Leviathan, if my intel is correct.
Oh, no way! A Leviathan? I heard you could sink Australia with one of those things.
God damn, no wonder the ship couldn't stand a chance. Moldir pressed the communicator to her ear. Battle reports crackle through.
Not anymore. The Triglav just blew it up and sank with it in the explosion. She was one of the Foundation's best battleships.
Yep, it took it with him.
A heavy price to pay to only reach a stalemate. If I were you, I wouldn't count on support from the Foundation forces. They are already spread thin, just holding the front line. You need a plan to complete your mission without their help. And if you are as smart as you hope you are, you will see that this map is your best shot at reaching the city without getting caught in their territory.
It all
What?
sounds too convenient, boss. We've got no clue what she's really up to.
Yeah, and what does she want from this? Ulrich's head remained bowed, only the crackle of circuits breaking in silence.
Fair enough. But know that the Admiral has ordered the coastline be sealed. I can't let you pass, at least not without a deal. Whatever your purpose is, you won't make it further without some assistance.
Fine.
Seriously?
They don't really have much of an option, right? She lifts her his fishbowl head, the fluid remaining in a steady flow.
I'm meeting with the timekeeper at the site of the ritual.
Brilliant.
Now it's the guard to lower her head, as if surrendering to defeat.
What's the timekeeper doing there?
What do you expect? Ulrich raises his tight hands.
I'm not saying another word until you remove these cuffs.
You think you're in a position to bargain?
Bargain? You were the one suggesting reciprocity. Hardly seems reciprocal to keep us locked up, don't you think?
That is true. The key clicks into the handcuffed locks, the bolt turns, and then the now freed captive flexes his wrists.
We really are here because of a song. The record is the key to everything.
Alright, so he's just gonna say everything, huh?
In 1995, before the world was afflicted with the storm, this record, along with its arcane record player, was sent into space aboard the Regulus Space Telescope, serving as the power source of the satellite. For 12 years, it took pictures and transmitted them back to Earth. Then, in 2007, the satellite crashed near Aldeburgh, destroying everything but this record in the process.
2007.
Yeah, a bit
That would
weird,
have
right?
been 1966, right after the Sixth Storm.
Precisely. A rock music enthusiast from that era found the record and later brought it to Laplace. She is now a member of the Timekeeper Squad. The last image transmitted from the satellite was time-stamped April 16, 2007. Even after the storm sent everything back, the satellite's timeline kept moving forward.
Because of the record, right? Because we know that the space, the outer space, is affected by the storm, as per keep hitting going to space and seeing it happen.
Are you saying that the satellite crossed the storm? How?
We believe it's because of this record. It's the only material that has been proven to be immune to the storm. In our previous experiments, it reduced the severity of the storm syndrome afflicting one of our researchers and slowed its progression on me.
Wait, what?
But those results were from small-scale isolated tests. We've never tried it in a real storm. Since replicas of the record haven't demonstrated the same immunity as the original, we've developed an upgraded amplifier system for it. Now, when played on our upgraded player, this record can create an immunity zone with a 2.5-mile radius.
That is impressive.
But the immunity isn't permanent. We found that the element Regulus in the record is consumed every minute it plays. At best, we're looking at 12 minutes of protection with this original copy. If Manus Vindicte succeeds in triggering another storm with their ritual, this record may be our last line of defense. That's why I brought it here. And that's why I need to get it to the Timekeeper. Should the worst happen, at least we can minimize the damage. And I'll be able to see how it works during an actual storm. An invaluable boon to our research.
Sounds like Laplace has made remarkable progress since the Equilibrium umbrella. I have to say, I'm impressed.
So, there it is. All my cards on the table. What have you got for us?
The actual location of the ritual is in a sanctuary hidden in the heart of that mountain behind the city ruins.
First a city, now a sanctuary. Boss, she's got to be messing with us.
I am telling the truth. There is a tunnel in the city that leads into the mountain. Only the chosen are allowed through. And you can bet that the tunnel will be heavily guarded.
Yeah, that's pretty much a given, right? Nope. Hold on. There we go. Moldir turns aside, processing the information absorbed from Ulrich.
2.5 miles of immunity, you said?
Yeah.
That's right. I'll need to know the size of the city and the length of the tunnel to figure out the best placement for the record.
I have an idea.
Oh? What is that?
The mountain's interior is hollow. The sanctuary sits right in the heart of it.
Yeah?
It used to be an active volcano, but it hasn't erupted for centuries. The elevation of the volcano is 11,616 feet. That's just under 2.2 miles.
Ulrich exchanges a glance with the guard beside him.
Boss, it's not exactly easy to tell what you're thinking, you know. Surely you're not taking her seriously, are you?
I think he is, guard. Three figures emerge from the abandoned research station, now repurposed as a field hospital. The two freed captives adjust their clothes, ready to depart. Moldir hands the map to the guard.
Scaling the mountain isn't going to be easy. I have marked the dangerous areas on this map. Try to avoid them when planning your route.
The guard nods and receives the map.
Before you go, let me make one thing clear. This is just my advice. Whether you take it or not is up to you. If just the two of you go up the mountain, you may keep yourselves out of the enemy's sights, but it will be highly dangerous. There will be no saving you if something goes wrong.
Of course. We'll weigh our options before we make a move.
Good. Keep your head on straight, soldier.
So, just like that, you're letting us walk out of here? With the record and a map? You call it reciprocity. But what's in it for you?
Yeah, that is a good question. It may have been the wind or the trick of the eyes, but for a moment Moldir seems to smile.
Arcana's death hasn't weakened Manus Vindicte. In fact, they have kept the Foundation very busy, taking different names and causing chaos around the world. They rallied their followers, journeyed across the globe, and set the stage for their ritual on this barren land. And all right under everybody's noses. They planned every step, but you just barged in here with nothing but a record and an idea. If you were my soldiers, I would have thrown you out of my camp by now. That said,
She returns to the record and its rightful owner with a solemn gesture.
I would rather see the storm end than see you fail.
Ulrich accepts the record in turn.
Well then, thank you for your help.
After a final handshake, Ulrich turns towards the snowfield with his guard. A few steps later, he looks back.
Why don't you come with us?
Me?
Yeah.
Look, we may be rushing in there like a couple of idiots, but if this works, if it really stops whatever scheme the Manus are brewing, don't you want to see it for yourself?
It doesn't matter what I want. I have orders.
His fair fluid flickers a few times before he walks into the gathering powder snow without another word. Moldir snaps a salute to Ulrich. I like that the I have orders is the last thing that disappeared in this place. Alright, that was interesting. Moldir is an interesting character. She's definitely clearly conflicted about all this, but still wants to follow her father, right? Outdoor experiment. We suggested every researcher continues regular exercise or else apply to an exoskeleton for this from their institution.
Oh, I knew this wouldn't exactly be a Sunday stroll.
Oh boy. The guard pushes another obstructing boulder aside with effort.
But I didn't think we'd literally be carving our own trail through the wilderness. Boss, at this rate, the world will be an absolute bedlam by the time we reach the top.
Hold on.
Oh no, what are you planning?
Let me check the map the lieutenant gave me.
Lieutenant Moldir. As grateful as I am that she set us free, which I absolutely am, I have to say, this isn't exactly the type of freedom I imagined.
There's a rustling sound.
Who's there?
The guard fumbles for her gun, only to smash her elbow against the very boulder she just moved.
Ouch!
Several critter-like creatures burst forth from their snow. Penguins. It's just penguins. Angry penguins.
Penguins? Here?
The penguins charge towards the climbers, their beaks already pecking at their coats.
Hey, give that grenade back!
Oh no, that's bad.
No interference, right, boss? I mean, you're not going to make me fight a penguin, are you? Look at their little faces.
All
The hell?
members of the Sentinel Unit Antarctic Advance Party, attention!
I was wondering where you would show up. It's the squirrel. The penguins wobble into a perfectly aligned row, like well-trained circus performers, or perhaps even soldiers.
Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Rookie guard, check. Awakened researcher with a fish tank for a head, check. Mr. Ulrich, allow me to apologize for the shock my jets have given you. They're jumpier than a spring cricket at the moment. A lot of them just lost some dear friends of theirs after getting back from Florida. Brutal, really.
The little rodent standing before Ulrich snaps off a salute.
Penguins? In Florida?
Yeah, I was wondering that.
And a squirrel? In Antarctica?
Not just any squirrel. You're looking at a sergeant, Missy. Sergeant Buddy Fairchild, reporting for duty. We've been waiting here on account of the lieutenant's order. I've been tasked with being your official Antarctic guide. And it's a good thing, too, because you sure ain't gonna find no one else to guide you around these parts.
The lieutenant? You mean Moldir?
Sure is shooting. Her message came in earlier today. told me you're fixing to scale that there mountain. Gave me the job of getting you there.
So Moldir lied to him, essentially. In unison, the entire Penguin squad delivers a textbook Xeno salute.
Moldir, I could kiss you.
So, Sergeant Fairchild, you and these, troops are under Moldir's command.
Ulrich struggles to process the surreal scenario. Yeah, me too, buddy.
Let's skip the pleasantries, shall we? The lieutenant's orders were as clear as the day is long. If you really want to help your friends and save the world, then we better get your behinds up that mountain quicker than a cat on a hot tin roof and get that record playing. Now let's get moving before the Manus get their ritual going.
Oh no, I guess she just told him the truth and he accepted it.
Save the world? I had no idea she thought so highly of us.
I mean, if we stop the storm here and now, we will save the world, right? Buddy Fairchild clasps his hand behind his back, tapping the ground with his feet.
Now let's see here.
Circling Ulrich, his paws still firmly behind his back, Buddy Fairchild sizes him up with critical eyes.
Mountain ain't no Everest, but it sure is a storm in July to be a tough climb for y'all big and tall ones. Well, tain't never could. Buckle up, folks. I don't want to see no bodies tumbling down the mountain. You hear?
Wow, that sure was something. Oh, it's another one of these. Alright. Path is steep and treacherous. Tread carefully. Press and hold anywhere on the screen. Oh, it's a... Yeah, I know. Release. Yeah. It's a sort of rhythm game, but listen up, Talons. From here on out, you best follow my lead. If you fall back and crack the fishbowl of yours, I won't be no laughing matter. I have an emergency plan. Things go wrong, we can use that, my firmus. Solid prep, soldier. Now let's pray we don't need it. Stay sharp. Eyes and ears open, you hear? Monk. Monk. Excellent. Now I have 3 penguin guards. I'll be sure to ask their names to include them in the acknowledgement section. Yunk. Calling the timekeeper. This is Ulrich. Damn it, the Foundation communication is barely getting through. What's up? You lost contact with your pals? Lieutenant Moldir's intel about the situation is critical. I have to report it to the timekeeper as soon as possible. But the blizzard's too heavy and the mountain's too tall. We need to find a location suitable for our shortwave radio. No sweat, partner. Just leave it to me. So what kind of spot you looking for? Electromagnetic waves get absorbed and reflected by terrain. Direct waves give off stronger signal than reflective or diffracted ones. So the fewer obstacles between us and the timekeeper team, the more likely we are to make contact. Of course, the state of the ionosphere still affects a few. Sergeant Fairchild, are you listening? Huh? Of course I am. Bright eyes and bushy tail as ever. So you need a clear spot facing the city ruins, right? Then you folks do your thing, and I'll scout on ahead. Keep your peepers open for the markers. I see this trail just ahead. Let's hope this squirrel is reliable. Damn, that's a long one. Yep. Well, your radio working? No response, but there is no issues with the signal. The timekeeper must be busy. Don't you worry, it's all clear ahead. You can holler for your pals anytime you like. I'll admit that you've got a knack for science. If we make it back alive, I wonder if you could consider joining the Laplace Scientific and Computing Center. I'm certain my colleagues would have no issue in accommodating another unusual arcanist. Shucks, I'm flattered. I'd be keen on a visit, but I'm afraid I've already sworn my loyalty to Lieutenant Moldir. Gotta scout on ahead. Save your lecture for later. Keep moving on and try not to let your brain freeze through. Yoink. Yonk. He's by far the smallest squirrel I've ever seen. The smartest, I mean. I could talk to him about the record later. He may have some unique insights on the matter. I forgot to tell him my carrier fluid doesn't freeze below 80 degrees Celsius. But considering the potential for metal to turn brittle in extreme temperatures, I better move fast. This spot looks good. We've got direct line of sight through the city ruins to the signal, so the signal should carry. Don't just stop now, it's dangerous here. I gotta keep moving. Dangerous. But we're the only ones here, and the slope is quite gentle. An avalanche risk is less than 0.5%. I need to establish communications. This intel must reach Timekeeper now. But Mr. Ulrich, don't you smell it? The air's dusty with something lying in wait for us. The Timekeeper's in danger. If we lose this comm window, the next one won't come so easily. You two go on without me. The risk is mine to take. But boss, this goes against my orders. Relax, send me the thermos. I'll know when to hide. Damn it, Ulrich, always playing the hero. Almost there. Start transmission to the Timekeeper. Let's hope nothing goes wrong. Ah, flux. Finally, we're at the end. Now we're fighting with these guys.
Battles can be just as informative as code. You just have to know how to read.
All right, I'll handle the
Whoops,
tech support.
no, I didn't mean to do that.
Decode complete. Encryption complete.
He's a channel type guy, huh?
Decryption failed? Hold on.
Alright.
Let's make a thing. Come on, pals. Take care, pal. The smell of the great outdoors. I'll get ya.
Let's see.
All
This
right, time to crack some code.
Yes.
Let's make a scene.
An accurate reading.
I salute you.
Hold on.
I will say I'm kind of curious to see what the what his ultimate's gonna be.
This ain't no animals. Come on, pals. Antarctica base party. 3, 2, 1, charge!
Damn, he does quite a lot of damage, actually.
Another victory for the Animal Welfare Act. Not one penguin was harmed in the fighting of this battle.
Is that right? No, we still have to go. Damn, this segment is long as hell. Mostly because we have to wait for the time for that thing. Look, I get you're worried about your pals, but this fancy radio of yours ain't worth it. The equipment isn't my concern, see? Have backup units. It's all a little paperwork at the headquarters. Now wait just a dang minute. What if you fall off next time? Fine, since you got the patience for all them foundation forms, we'll make it low and slow. Just follow your guide, we'll make it work. But every step we take is this way takes us further from the Timekeeper. Compared to Manus City, we're moving at a snail's pace. Never thought I wish penguins could fly. Funny you mention it. Back in Florida, these fellows did take up a couple flight lessons in a burrito. Of course, furthest they've ever gotten was the other side of the creek. Haha. Now go on and tell me some more about those shortwaves and bouncy signals. Your guide will give you the spot for you. Double time now. We don't want to see more nasty surprises. Time to think outside the tank. Maybe I can rig a radio antenna kite. Forget it, nothing will work in a Force 8 Antarctic gale. You're climbing faster than a squirrel but on that case. Maybe being tall ain't so bad. Much appreciated. This party has certainly proven well suited for mountain terrain. I'll be sure to add it to the field report. Who wouldn't mind getting one of those fancy climbing suits myself? Damn it, give me a second. Alright, we're back. What was this thing? While your boss is fiddling with the equipment, how about you take a little break? I got plenty of frozen fish. Oh, Verton. Hello, Mr. Ulrich. This is Verton. Go ahead. Finally. Oh, this is where we get him?
A brand new home and a whole new world to discover. And what took the Foundation so dang long to introduce me to you? Don't tell me they really believe that hooey in the papers. What'd it say again? Miami animal jailbreak perpetrated by a squirrel?
Alright, there he is. God damn, that took way too long. Alright. Can keep on going. The 9-lettered city. Are we actually in the place? I think we are. Down, down, ascend the stairs. Deep down, I say, the devil's lair.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Ulrich. This is exactly the information we needed. If everything's gone to plan, the Foundation spy should already be in Antarctica, but they haven't made contact with us yet. It seems we won't be getting any more intel on the ritual from them anytime soon. Are you certain?
I think it's Miss Grace. Definitely Miss Grace who's the spy.
Alright. If you thought it through, I won't stand in your way. Just be careful, Mr. Ulrich. Mr. Ulrich?
And he's gone. Ulrich's voice dissolves into a static noise. City ruins.
Signal's gone. I can't tell if it's an issue on his end or ours. Still, we got what we needed. The ritual will take place in a sanctuary, hidden in the volcano at the edge of the city ruins.
As one, the group returns towards the towering mountain at the edge of the ruins.
That means we'll need to cross the city to get there. Perhaps it's best to report back to the Foundation and wait for reinforcements before going deeper.
We're not getting reinforcements, Soneto. Everyone's at the beach.
I'm afraid comms are down.
That too.
Could be another trick by Manus Vindicte, like the unnatural day-night cycle here.
Yeah.
Timekeeper, maybe we should fall back. Get out of here, fix the communicator, and call for support.
That's not an option, Soneto.
That would be the safest choice. But according to Mr. Ulrich, the Foundation is tied up on the front lines. I doubt they'd be able to come to our aid in time. Besides, with every passing minute, we fall that much further behind Dr. Dorez. I suggest we stay here and search the area. Perhaps we'll find something to point us in the right direction.
Soneto scans the surroundings.
Well, there are no immediate signs of danger. It should be safe to look around.
Soneto's wandering gaze finally settles on the human explorer.
But before we proceed, should we escort Miss Amundsen back to the research station? There's a high probability that we'll come into conflict with the Manus now that we're so close. She'd be safer there.
Go back? After all this?
Yeah, she's not going back. Crouched in the ground, sketching, Nautica's head jerks up.
These ruins, they're the only thing that has kept me going.
Her fingers tighten around the map as a whispering protest slips out, filled with both hope and defiance.
No, I can't turn back now. I can't.
Yeah, that was obvious he wasn't gonna just turn back, right?
It's okay, Soneto. Nautica can come with me. We'll just look around the city's perimeter. You have my word. All right. Please be careful.
She nods and strikes forward. Now there's definitely people living here with the candles and whatnot. The snow compared by wind and time into a thick blanket forms a welcoming path underfoot. Nautica takes a breath, then leads it gingerly as a hare. The white ground of the ruin seems to radiate from her impact.
Then I can take some samples, right? Maybe even dig a little?
A determined gleam flickers in Nautica's eyes.
Yes, but please keep an eye out for anything suspicious while you work. The Manus might be closer than we think. Oh, and before you go, let me enhance the warming incantation on you.
Zeno steps lightly on the snow. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. And they all fell.
Did we fall into a trap? Is everyone all right?
My arm.
Oh, is it broken?
Timekeeper, are you injured?
I'm fine. Don't worry. The ground was probably already caved in. We must have stepped on the thin layer of ice left behind. This happened back home once.
The group crashes through the snow trap, landing on a soft, semi-fluid surface. Oh, this is the,
Looks like we've fallen into some underground part of the city ruins. No signal here either.
This is also a reused asset. This is like the house Verton was in the island. In the Piron.
We need to get back to the surface and contact the Foundation as soon as possible.
She tries to stand but slips, barely keeping her face from slamming into the ice.
This is...
Black algae! Careful. It's slippery, remember? You need to walk around it.
I've been meaning to ask. What is black algae exactly?
Ose, my team's arcanobiologist, was the first to notice it. It looks like algae, but it's actually a hybrid of an ancient fungus, and I think some kind of fibrous plant. Luckily for me, she found that they were edible.
Yeah, but are there side effects? That's the question.
This is what I ate after I ran out of food at the station.
Nautica climbs a few steps and peeks deeper into the ruins.
But there's so much of it here. Look at the pattern. It looks like they've grown all the way from the foot of the volcano.
She dusts her hands and hops down from the steps.
This algae grows very fast and very violently. I saw one grow by a few dozen meters overnight. It's no wonder they can crack open ice and make those earthquakes happen.
Perhaps it's a new type of arcane material. I imagine there'd be quite a debate over its classification.
A fungus or a plant? Yeah, that's kind of thing. That's quite
All right.
something.
Let's just watch where we step. Nautica, do you have any idea where we are?
Nautica produces a familiar crumpled sheet of waterproof synthetic paper from the pocket.
Oh, I think I do. I listened in on your conversation over the comm and filled in a few gaps on my map based on what your colleague said. Let's see. The ritual sanctuary is here, at the far end of the city, inside the dormant volcano.
Manus Vindicte will surely have that area heavily guarded.
And outside the sanctuary entrance, there's this. A kind of circular clearing. Probably one of their daily ritual sites. And this is where we are, at the outskirts of the ruins.
Okay.
Just look at it. This ancient city. From here, all the way up to the foot of the volcano. It's incredible. Just imagine all the secrets and answers hidden away within these walls.
If we're going to find out anything about Manus Vindicte's ritual, the answers will be in this city. Stay close, everyone. Let's head back to the exit of the labyrinth first.
Before words are even spoken, Nautica has already begun to bound forward.
Verton! Verton!
Oh no, she's just gone.
Come look at this!
Yep, this is just a house with snow texture on top of it. Heeding the call, the other two filed to the nearest room. Nautica is the first to reach out and touch what might be called furniture.
A peridotite stone bed, a nice stone table and chairs. Someone used to live here.
That much is obvious.
It's so stark, even for life in Antarctica. Do you think this is where those masked snow monsters live?
Probably.
I can't say for sure, but the owner wasn't exactly subtle about their interests.
On the small altar sits retorts, water baths, the test tubes filled with red and green potions, while dark metallic powders are scattered across the surface.
This is an alchemist's chamber.
After careful examination, Senator delicately extracts a manuscript from beneath the alchemical materials.
This manuscript was written by the great Paracelsus, whose river of verses quenches our thirst for an endless life, and whispers the secret of the fountain of youth.
Is this Forget-Me-Not, Forget-Me-Nots? Right, he was an alchemist. This must be Forget-Me-Not's room, right?
Transcribed by... Cavendish. I can only make out the surname.
The Fountain of Youth? What else does it say?
Also Cavendish. I swear I've heard that name before.
There are just a few verses and illustrations.
Paracelsus. Why does that name ring a bell?
6th grade, 2nd semester, History of Alchemy, Week 1. The Life of Paracelsus.
Wow, Senator knows all of that by the date.
He was a pioneer in ancient alchemy and medicine. Legend has it that he invented a potion that could revive the dead.
The potion, yeah, that's exactly what they're trying to do, right? Ah, damn it. Revive the dead. A warning alarm sounds deep in her mind.
Revive the dead. There was an array in Tuesday's motel, which the Foundation confirmed to be part of a resurrection ritual. And here in Manus City, there's a manuscript about a revival potion.
Yep.
Perhaps this is what their ritual is for. To bring back the dead, and the only person they'd go to such lengths to bring back is...
Arcana. The answer is clear. Oh,
Arcana.
That is a cool effect.
But what's Dr. Doris's part in all this?
That's still unclear. But if Manus Vindicte needs her to complete their ritual, we're on borrowed time. I'm afraid waiting for reinforcements is no longer an option. We have to go through the city. Now, Sonetto.
Agreed. The situation may be more urgent than we thought. We can't afford to linger any longer.
Sonetto sighs and turns towards Nautica, who's busy grappling with the building's exterior.
Miss Amundsen, there's been a change of plan. We're entering the city. We'll do everything we can to keep you safe, but there's no guarantee we'll... Miss Amundsen?
Nautica has kept quiet during their discussion and continues to run her hand along the weathered stone walls without reply.
You were right, Friede. The tales are true. The Mother Spirit is here, at the southernmost edge of the world.
She's losing it. God damn it.
This is her resting place.
She presses her face against the stone, body warmth melting, the thin snowdrift clinging to it.
The first age ends. The tolling bells are rung. Before the last, a mournful dirge is sung. Alas, where will our bones be laid to rest? O Mother, let us lie upon your breast.
The sound causes her ears to spring up and her head to follow shortly after.
Burton, here, this place. Oh, this is the place I've been searching for.
Huh?
Oh no.
Look, here, beneath the surface of this rock.
She taps the walls with her ice axe, causing pale fragments to flake off and reveal a translucent, milky crystal underneath.
Feel it. It looks like chalcedony, right? But it's much heavier. This rock is totally unique to Antarctica. It's never been seen anywhere else. We call it Rock of the Blank Era. This is the exact same rock Frile and I studied. 3 years ago, we ran a carbon dating test on the rock samples my grandfather brought back from Antarctica. When we ran the test on this rock, we found something strange. It was pointing to an era that didn't exist in any geological record. None of the other samples matched that strange era. We looked for other evidence, but we found nothing. No fossils, no minerals, no records. But then, when we couldn't think any longer, our folktales suddenly came to mind, and it all started to make sense. Our book, Tales of the Mother Spirit, led me here, to the end of the earth. It guided me to these ruins, to this very rock.
Okay.
I see what you're saying, and I'm sure there's more to discover through this rock. But isn't it a little too soon to link it to your tale?
I'm sure of it. This is the place. It's just like Matu said. This is where the Mother Spirit rests. There is no doubt. If I can bring more samples back to the lab, we might be able to figure out the connection between the Mother Spirit and the Blank Era. We can finally find out what it was like.
Yeah, I don't think we really have time for all of that, Nautica. Lost in thought, Nautica continues to trace out the wall of the room, searching for its weakest point to extract an intact crystal.
Sorry to interrupt, but may I point something out?
Yeah?
It's getting very cold in here. I can feel my resistance starting to drop.
Burton!
Oh no. A soft exclamation from Nautica draws the others out.
Monster!
Oh no, what is it? A pallid, grotesque figure stands before Nautica. The face is blank, its skin appearing to have peeled and reattached inside out. Ugh. It twitches as it's watching the intruders from non-existent eyes. Oh no.
Don't provoke it. There's a chance it might just leave us be.
I don't think it's gonna do that. Distant playful barks echo back from the walls, drawing stark contrast to the scene. Oh no, not the dog. With a whimper, the humanoid creature lurches towards the group. The dogs gave us away, damn. Alright, let's take a look at this. Oh, it really is creepy. A loyal cigar of the city ruins, forged from the flesh of others. Lacking senses or even a face, it is driven only by instinct. No one knows where these mournful wails truly come from, or for what reason. Ugh, goddamn, the poor guys merely just take them out of their misery.
There are many routes to travel, but only one destination. Sensing they're taking a peek in...
Oh look, here's another one.
The path will become clear, though it may come with pain.
We steered together.
Yep, that hurt. Alright,
This
you.
one should do.
Just do damage.
I'll show you.
Go, Cassandra. Oh yeah, we're doing great. One guy is dead. Nice.
Now.
Oh yeah, Cassandra just completely obliterated them. Roaring.
The ground, it's opening up.
That's not good.
Watch your step.
I bring you victory, as promised.
That's not good at all. The enemy strike shattered the weathered ground, sending him scrambling up from the rubble below.
Timekeeper, are you alright?
Alive and well. And you? Where's Nautica?
They call out her name, but it goes unanswered.
She didn't fall through with us. She's still up there, alone.
Oh, that's not good.
I don't hear any movement above us. Perhaps she's found a place to hide. Miss Radio, could you get her on the comm?
I'm trying.
Oh, there he goes. A delicate moth brushes past her ear.
Is that girl with you?
Countless pale and weightless moths stream forward a fixed direction, reflecting the bright polar light.
You're a tricky one to track, Timekeeper. I'm ever so glad you've made it this far into the continent. I'll admit, I'd be more than happy to welcome anyone from the Foundation here.
She approaches, her steps betraying a faint unsteadiness.
But oh, what a pleasure it is that you, of all people, would be the one to show up.
Grace? Is that you?
Her old friend seems to have recovered her breath from some kind of exertion.
No. Who are you really? Kayla from the ranch? Captain Grace of the Free Breeze?
Yeah.
Or...
Moth.
Or just a familiar stranger. Who would ask a common moth its name? Who would even notice if it weren't drawn to the flames?
So many lives have been lived through me. So many names taken.
Oh, the change in voice, holy hell.
Cecily, Kayla, Grace. I've been them all. Yet never quite been any of them.
So which one are you now? What's your goal here?
Sonetta already has her glass feeder raised, ready to fly into attack or defense as needed.
No need to get worked up.
Miss Stranger reaches out the hand.
About Dr. Doris, or rather, Miss Erd. I have the final piece of the puzzle that will lead you to her.
Wow, that sure was something, huh? That voice switch, holy hell. Alright, I think I have time for one more. Dear siblings. My dear siblings. They shared it all. Warmth and cold, cool and heat. But now there is something she holds alone. Moldir taps the code into the communicator before turning it back in her pocket, putting it back. Against the howling wind, Moldir tucks her curls behind her ear and turns towards the voice.
What is it, Sergeant?
With all due respect, what are we doing here?
Her subordinate poses a simple but tough question. Her troops are relaxed, warming themselves around the fires, yet each one would be ready the moment she gives the word.
We're on standby.
It's a question Moldir can't answer, so she turns away. She'll have to feign determination for now.
Stand by for what?
To capture any Foundation soldiers that make it to the shore.
Then what about the ones we already captured? Why are we only holding the run-of-the-mill seamen? The other two could have been useful, but we just...
The sergeant stops, his eyes flickering towards the clinic where Ulrich and his guard just departed.
Those two? Hardly. What can an awakened researcher and a rookie guard do in Antarctica? Holding them would be a waste of resources.
She directs her stare out to the white distance.
Where is Danilov? Tell him to meet me at the helicopter.
Order comes quick, as do her steps out and away. Captain Danilov takes a long and deep sip of stew, letting the warmth linger on his tongue, making it all worse when he suddenly tapped on the shoulder.
Stop sneaking up on me like that.
Gotcha. Some things never change, huh? Still as jumpy as you were when you were a kid.
Come on, cut it out. I'm a captain now, you know? Not some kid.
He sets down the can reluctantly and rises to his feet.
What do you want? Did the lieutenant send you?
Yep. She wants you over at Canis Minor.
As they pass each other, Captain Danilov catches a muttered complaint.
Lucky you. Getting to stretch your legs while the rest of us have to sit here idling away the hours.
Guess that's how it is these days. Everything still seems foggy.
He takes 2 steps outward as the sergeant matches his stride for stride.
Tell me about it. I thought Brazil was tough, but this feels worse.
Yeah, you're in a desert, buddy. It can't get any worse than this.
Sometimes it takes more courage to stick to a choice than to make one. I think someone might be struggling with that.
You should know better than to doubt our leadership, White Gloves.
The sergeant stops.
Sure, but what if they start doubting each other? What if the Admiral's steering us one way and the Lieutenant another? You saw how the Lieutenant let that Foundation researcher go. Didn't that bother you?
Ah, boy. Silence lingers as the captain finds himself catching snowflakes settled on his boots. That is gonna be a problem, isn't it, for Moldir? At last, he forces himself forward.
I trust them both, no matter what.
The captain closes his maintenance manual, finding himself in search of the least technical way to explain the helicopter malfunction.
Your issue might just be a pedal problem, you see. In this case, either the rudder pedal has loosened, which is affecting the responsiveness of the tail rotor, or the tail blades were damaged by the impact.
I see. Let me take a look.
She can repair stuff, right? She nods and climbs into the cockpit. From her tool set, she draws out a small arcane item.
Что было, то и будет.
A stream of glimmering powder flows from her tweezers into the detached knob. Beads of sweat form and then evaporate into the cold air.
This is more complicated than I thought.
It's a helicopter. Of course it's complicated. As the arcane skill fails to activate, she shakes her head and puts away the tool.
I would be surprised if you managed to fix it in one go. Aircraft can be tricky. Took me 2 full years back at the academy to pass theories of flight mechanics, and even longer to really get the hang of it.
She studies Captain Danilov for a moment before offering a rare smile.
I remember. Your teacher called me in 3 times because of the extreme frustration and concern about your grades.
I'm just glad I didn't call father. That would have been the end of me.
Right, I forgot that everyone here is a sibling, in quotations, right? Igor basically adopts kids to fight kid soldiers.
You know, I don't see you using your arcane skill much these days.
Well, there is not much use for it, really. Bullets and medicine are 1,000 times more useful on the battlefield.
Detecting the rare and likely unintentional emotion in her tone, the captain hesitates.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Sorry. Do you want some space?
No, it's fine. You're fine. We just need to get this helicopter fixed as soon as possible. Can you run another check? There was a blockage in the system that stopped my arcane energy from flowing through. Maybe the issue isn't as simple as just the pedal or blade.
Got it. I'll take another look.
The lieutenant exhales softly.
That blockage. I just couldn't push past it. Did I follow the wrong circuit? Or did I just do the whole thing wrong?
Silent lingering after her words, forcing the captain to shift position.
I wouldn't overthink it if I were you. And stop underestimating your arcane skill. It saved us more times than I can count. Frozen prosthetics, broken casts, ripped dents.
So yeah, her thing is to repair stuff, huh?
Hell, you've been fixing our guns since we were kids. There's nothing wrong with your power. We all appreciate it a lot more than you think.
Yeah, honestly, having the power to repair things in an army is really useful. He wedges his bulk beneath the cramped seat, flashlight in hand, inspecting each wire and following it with his fingers.
Did you get the adoption form when you were little too, Lieutenant?
You mean the...
Yeah. Mine came after my parents died in 1999. Even now, I still don't know what happened that day.
There was a war. That is something I want to know, too. His tone turns light, as if he's telling a joke.
When they brought me the death notice, they handed me an adoption form along with it. It was from Admiral Igor.
Damn.
At first I hated the idea. I didn't want anyone to take my father's place.
Yeah, it's kind of insulting, really.
But you signed it. Otherwise you wouldn't be here.
I did. Because I needed to know what my parents gave their lives for. And the man they fought beside.
We are alike. Moldir keeps that thought unspoken, turning her head down to her repellent
I've
tools.
never regretted it. I'm proud of where I am. Proud of everyone in this army. Not because we're the best soldiers Xenos ever had. I mean, I'm sure they definitely don't think that now. No. I'm proud because we're more than just an army.
Uh-huh. The captain's head disappears entirely beneath the seat, his voice coming through the muffled and distant.
We're family. We Storm Orphans grew up together, trained together, fought side by side. We trust each other like we trust ourselves. Hell, maybe even more so.
He extracts himself from the cockpit, grease smeared across his face. Under her flickering gaze, Danilov drops his voice.
I know Father hasn't told us everything, but maybe that's for the best. The less everyone knows about his plan, the better. But no matter what, I will follow you and the Admiral to the very end. Whether it's flying a fighter into the Foundation headquarters or waiting here until the spring. I believe in him. I believe that he can take us home. And I believe in you, sister.
He salutes solemnly, proudly, but the smear of engine oil on his nose take all the seriously from the moment. A long, unfamiliar tightness rises in Moldir's throat. She's having doubts, isn't she?
Thank you, Captain Danilov. Our current mission is to wait here.
She blinks, a breath deep that exhales a misty steam from into the air.
Those are our orders. Let's be sure we see them through.
Damn. I really wonder what her character's gonna go, and what direction it's gonna go. Because it's clear that she's gonna go and join us, right? From the trailers and everything, she's gonna go with us. And she's a summonable unit in this patch, so I do wonder what's gonna be of her. And it's gonna be very awkward when she comes back into the how do I call it? Into the Foundation again. And sees Lopera. Man, it is gonna be interesting, I will say that. Anyways, we're at part 15 of oops, not that one. Whoops. 22. We are very close to the end. Maybe 2 or 3 parts and we're done. So far, since we're already halfway through, thoughts on the story. It is basically just build up at this point. I do like the Grace, when Grace shows up, when Manus guys show up, and when Moldir shows up. The Timekeeper things, it is basically just building up Nautica's character for when she transforms. So that's pretty much just build up, nothing much to point at. The Moldir segments are interesting. We get to see more into her head, into what she thinks of the father's orders, of Igor's orders. And Ulrich still only shows up like twice, but man, he grew a lot since Lucy retired. My god. Anyways, that's gonna be it for now. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Reverse 1999. Ciao.